Want to make a podcast? Spotify for Podcasters lets you record, distribute, and earn money from your podcast for free.
With Spotify for Podcasters, you're able to record and edit your podcast episodes from your phone or computer, or you can be like us and find a recording studio and easily upload your audio to Spotify for Podcasters.
Distribute your podcast to platforms like Apple and Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and of course, Spotify.
Video content is also available, and if you want to connect with your listeners, question and answer and polls are available for you to reach that next level.
You're also able to earn money with ads and podcast subscriptions, all free.
And the best part of all of this is there's no catch. So if you want to start a podcast, go to www.spotify.com/podcasters or download the Spotify for Podcasters app and get started today. Mouse World Travel is an authorized Disney vacation planner specializing in vacation destinations all over the world. From frequent theme park getaways to annual family cruises to once-in-a-lifetime epic worldwide adventures, we can help you make those dreams a reality. At Mouse World Travel, we focus on quality vacations to provide guests with the most optimal experience. Our agents treat each trip as if it were their own, which means a special, personalized vacation just for you. Our agents provide concierge-level service during the vacation planning process, including offering recommendations to fit your family's needs, such as help choosing hotel or dining locations, suggesting add-ons or extras that we think your family might enjoy, offering tips and tricks to make the most out of your vacation, and answering questions to help you plan efficiently. Some of our more popular vacation destinations include cruise lines such as Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, all-inclusive destinations such as Sandals and Beaches, Universal Parks and Resorts, and of course the various Disney destinations, which include the theme parks, Disney Cruise Line, Adventures by Disney, and Alani. There's something for everyone, and no matter what type of vacation you're looking for, an expert agent at Mouse World Travel will help you get there.
Don't miss The Marvels in theaters on November 10th and see where the Marvel stories all began when you watch Captain Marvel, WandaVision, and Miss Marvel, only on Disney+. Get Disney Plus with Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. Plan starting at $7.99.
The first time you saw that actor, it was a period drama. And what a handsome mustache that was. Then in that spaghetti western, it was even longer. And wow, that handlebar style really got you into police dramas. Hang on, are you sure that was the same actor? Still enjoyed it. On Tubi, the things you love just keep going. Tap the banner to watch now.
Katie.
And I'm Erin.
And you're listening to Ropedrop Parkhop. That's gotten easier.
Has it?
Over the last couple of years, I think. Remember when we used to stumble over that?
We've slid into
Parkrop and Drop Hop.
Yes. That sounds not right.
No.
How are you?
I'm good.
Guys, the weather reports are back. It's chilly cold.
It's really cold. It's supposed to warm up again this coming weekend, though,
I mean, if you consider 59 warm.
I do.
Do you?
When it's 20, it was 20-something this morning.
It was 25 degrees when I took my daughter to school this morning.
It's a little chilly.
It's too cold. I don't like it at all.
So today we are going to talk about news, and then we're just kind of going to go over like what's happening at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So there's no like specific topic for this episode.
Right.
We are just going to be, talking some things through because there's some news that dropped last week, of course, after we recorded.
Oh my gosh.
One dropped right in the middle of us recording, so we did sneak it in there a little bit. But we're going to talk about that today. But first, do you want to read a review? Should we read a review?
Sure. And can I say something really quick before you read this? I had somebody who reached out to me because last week we made a big deal about how we're about to hit 400 ratings and reviews. And we were like, guys, give us, I think we need 11 more, which we're a lot closer today. Thank you for those of you who did that for us. And keep it up. But I had someone reach out to me and they're like, where are you seeing all of these reviews and ratings? Because I don't see that many for you guys. And
we're not making it up, I promise.
What it is, let me explain it to you really quickly. When we very first started the podcast, somehow Apple duplicated our podcast.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yes, and it's still there. So there are 2 Ropedrop and Parkhop podcasts available on Apple Podcasts. Mm-hmm. One of them is like our main feed that has almost 400 ratings and reviews. The other has like 10.
Is it still publishing to both?
Yes.
When we publish? Oh,
Yes.
great.
So some of you are listening on that one, I'm sure.
Yes.
And some of you are listening on our more main feed that has all of the ratings and reviews. If you're listening on the one with just the 10, switch over to the other one.
Please.
I mean, I don't think it makes a difference.
No.
Maybe. But we reached out to Apple. Apple said there was nothing they could do about it. For some reason, it was cloned when it was uploaded, and we have 2. And
It's obnoxious.
but the reason that she reached out, she's like, when you said that, I got thinking about it, and I left a review over a year ago, and you haven't read mine. And I was like,
yes.
I'm sorry. I was like, I don't even remember that it exists. And then I went in and looked, and sure enough, I think our most recent review on that one was from August.
Okay. So we need to maybe like leapfrog back and forth,
Maybe.
catch up on those.
Maybe because we're not ignoring some of you. So if some of you are listening, although I did see Fiery Rhizome on there, and I remember Fiery Rhizome got read on our main feed. So
Right.
he, I don't remember who it was,
Yeah.
must have figured out that there were 2 feeds. I don't understand it.
Maybe
I
we'll
don't
reach out to Apple again and see if they'll
fix it.
fix it. Ugh.
Anyway, that's what's happening.
There's no way to get a live person at Apple. That's the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so if you have looked at it and thought these girls are crazy, where are they getting all of these reviews? We have 2 separate podcasts on Apple Podcasts.
Just because we're overachievers,
I
apparently.
guess. Weird.
Okay, well, let's read a review from our main feed, and then we'll like kind of go back and forth and catch up on the other one.
We don't have a ton on the other one, so that's good.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard.
So this is from Beenold,
Beenold.
from 1 year ago. Practically perfect in every way. This podcast covers it all. Thank you so much for all your tips, tricks, and recaps of your trips. Super helpful in terms of strategizing attractions, dining, and everything in between. I look forward to more content and magic from the Ropedrop Pros. That's us, the Ropedrop Pros.
Ropedrop Pros.
I tripped over that one.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
We appreciate
great
that.
review.
Yes. And quick reminder, if you haven't left us a review, please do it. We're so close to 400
So
on our main podcast, not on our fake podcast.
But if we added the ones from the fake podcast
We're
to
totally
the main one,
over
we're at
400.
400. So
Yeah.
there you go.
But my OCD can't handle that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So news from last week. So right in the middle of recording, of course, they announced that Pixar Place would be opening or officially opening in January of 2024, January 30th.
Yes.
And like the hotel is still open. It hasn't been closed at any point. It's just been under refurb for a long, long time. And
It looks
under
great.
reimagining, I guess is what they call it, right?
Yes, we went in when we were there in July and had a little. It was hot, and so we went in and we found a water cooler, and we were. All I remember is we were slap happy when we were there. Like,
Yeah.
do you remember sitting on just laughing at stupid things?
Yes. I think we sat and watched reels for a while on our little.
Yes.
There were 2 little chairs right next, and it was funny because the snack area was like this black curtained off area.
Yeah.
And like a vending machine and like
And
she said a water.
self-serve
Yes,
snacks.
a water cooler. Yeah, it was really funny.
It was bizarre, but it was in the middle of all this construction. But we did get to see some of it. We got to see some of the cute features that they're going to have in the lobby. So if you are staying at Pixar Place anytime after it opens, just know that some of these things are there. I shared on our Instagram, there are some pictures of Pixar characters embedded into the floor. And so it's kind of a little scavenger hunt. You can walk around and see if you can find all of the Pixar characters in the floor.
Yeah, and there's some that are kind of more obscure, so it's kind of fun to try and figure out who they are.
Yes,
Find them all.
and
I
they
wonder
are
if they'll
fun.
have some kind of a map that says, here's that.
Maybe.
They should. Dear
They
Disney.
should make them interactive.
That would be fun.
Like if you stand on them, there's a noise that
Yes.
comes or something.
Or you can scan it like a QR code and
That'd
it
be
pops
so
up a little
fun.
game on your phone.
Yeah, something like that would be fun.
Like-
Magic bands.
Yes, or like, you know, in the Peter Pan queue, how you can Play Disney app and find
Tinkerbell.
the little symbols. That'd be fun
Yes.
if they had an app on Play Disney that would let you find all the Pixar characters.
Dear Disney.
Dear Disney. Wouldn't be that hard.
It wouldn't.
Let's talk a little bit about what will be added
Okay,
while we're on the subject.
while we're there.
So it looks a lot like Lamplight Lounge. It's kind of a similar vibe to me. It's kind of like a
The whole hotel.
Yeah. Like a mid-century modern, but updated.
Yep.
Like a modern mid-century modern, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call it.
Modern squared.
Yes. And so it'll have a new restaurant called
Great Maple.
Great Maple, which already exists. It's a chain. And Great Maple will be running not only a main restaurant called Great Maple, but also a few little satellite areas. So there will be a little coffee shop called the Sketchpad Cafe.
That sounds sketchy.
It does sound sketchy. And that will have, pastries, coffee, tea. Just
made by Great Maple.
A normal little coffee shop.
Which is probably where we were sitting.
I think so.
I
think we saw
right off
the little
lobby
area.
across from the gift shop.
For sure. And then another new little area called Small Bites. So cute.
And that is near the pool.
That's at the pool area. It's kind of like a pool bar, but it'll have salads, wraps, assorted cheese plates, and more menu items with signature beverages.
And then that whole pool recreation area is all Pixar themed, and it's mostly focused on Pixar shorts, right? So there's,
Right. Well, the pool area is Finding Nemo themed.
Yes.
And then there's a play area
that is Pixar
near
shorts.
the pool that is all Pixar shorts themed.
Which is random to me. And you want me to tell you which one is a glaring leave out for me?
What?
What's it called? Jerry's Game.
Describe it.
Jerry's Game.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't they have a chessboard out there? They should totally have a chessboard out there.
They should.
That could be Jerry's Game is one of my favorite Pixar shorts.
Well, it's like an OG, right?
It is an OG.
So
what is your favorite Pixar short? I'll tell you my two. Well, I'll let you tell me yours.
Okay. I have to think about it
This
for
is
a
me
second.
putting you on the spot.
Feast.
I don't know that one.
Maybe that's not even Pixar, though, now that I think about it.
But you love it.
It's a little Boston Terrier, maybe, and he is out on the town looking for food.
I think you're right.
Is it a Pixar?
Yes. I think it's on Disney Plus.
Okay, well, anyway, that one's really cute and really good. And then I really like the newspaper one. That one's really obscure. I don't know if a lot of people have seen it.
I don't know.
It's the guy, he's on a train reading. He works at never mind. I'm mixing two of them up.
Are you thinking about the airplanes, paper airplanes?
Yes.
Okay.
What's that one called?
Isn't that on there? That's
I think so.
The umbrella one, isn't it?
Is that the blue umbrella?
Maybe.
Maybe we should have studied before.
We probably should have. Okay,
record.
I'll tell you my favorites. I love Jerry's Game. I've always loved it.
That is a good one.
And I really love Boundin'.
Oh, Boundin's fun.
I think it's fun. I love the song. Mm-hmm. It's just a really cute short.
Fun
but all
poem.
of them. Lou is good. Mm-hmm. What's the one about the bow?
Bow.
Is that what it's called? Bow?
And that one is included. And then
Bow is my least favorite.
Bow is your least favorite?
It's
you don't like the idea of munching on your child?
Correct. It's just so weird to me. If you watched it, give us your feedback.
Yes.
Let us know what you think. But it makes me so uncomfortable. It's just such a, I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe there's something deeper that I'm missing, but it just is really,
Okay.
It's weird.
For the Birds is another one that's
Is that the one with all the birds on the power line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a cute one. Piper's a good one.
Piper.
Oh,
That's
there's
new.
so many good ones.
Yeah. Lots of fun. And La Luna, which is not my favorite. They have that one at Pixar Pier
They
already
do.
in one of the Midway games. So, I don't know. There's a
Dear
lot of
Disney,
representation
again.
there.
So Jerry's Game should have been represented, and then Lou should have been represented. They could have even done like a cornhole or something with Lou, really, because it's like sportsy ball.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I should have been in charge of this. You and I could have come up with better stuff.
There's a lot of things they need to put us in charge of, to be honest.
Why haven't they called us yet?
Right?
I don't understand.
So also at the pool deck, they've got some cute little Incredibles themed fire pits.
Oh,
and
Pixar themed fire pits. Because remember, there's Anger also.
Right. I was going to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say that next. There's a Jack Jack fire pit and an Anger fire pit.
Surprise!
That they have. I know, right? No, it's cute. It's fine. They're super cute. Like, I would put that in my backyard.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
You could probably
Very cute.
get that custom made.
And then the pool has got a pixel pool. There's an actual pool, and then there's like a splash pad water slide area. That's
for kids.
Crush's Surf and Slide Pop Jet Splash Pad at Nemo's Cove with Hank from Finding Dory.
I feel like they've done a really good job because I feel like, the Disneyland Hotel, okay, maybe starting with the Grand Californian, not super themed toward kids, right? Not super kid-ish. And then the Disneyland Hotel has the monorail slide, but still, it feels a little bit more not necessarily kid-friendly. It is kid-friendly, but it just feels a little bit more, I don't know how to explain it. What am I trying to think of?
I don't know.
It just feels a little bit more adult, a little bit more sophisticated, maybe.
Sophisticated is a good word.
Yeah. And then Pixar Pier, I feel like, is doing an excellent job catering to families. And
It's very whimsical feeling, right?
It is very whimsical feeling. And then they've added that additional entrance to DCA, which is awesome. It's just right across the street and it's super close and super easy.
And it's only for Pixar Place Hotel guests.
Right.
And they have 30-minute early entry.
Correct.
So,
and eventually they're going to get a pedestrian bridge that works over Disneyland Drive. And so that's going to be awesome. So
Right.
I'm happy. I feel like they're really including
yes.
Pixar
And I
Place.
can also see the prices going up as soon as this January 30th date hits.
Yes.
So let's talk about, the fitness center has been expanded too, which a
Yes.
lot of people, who
Who works out on vacation? Especially a Disney vacation. Like
Right.
you're walking a marathon every day.
It's true. Yeah. There are some people that might need to. I don't know if you have a resort day, maybe you want to get a little treadmill workout in. But it's cute. It's Monsters Inc. themed. Hang on, I'm going to read a little bit about it.
I saw a picture of it. There's a cute mural on the wall with Mike and Sully with their sweatbands on running.
Yes, like Monsters University, Mike and Sully.
Yes.
Treadmills, free weights, and additional complimentary workout features for hotel guests. I don't know. What does that mean? A water cooler for you to fill your water bottle?
Maybe they have like a tonal or
The resistance bands,
maybe
ankle weights.
steps.
Yes.
So you can do your step aerobics.
Foam rollers.
Foam rollers.
Yoga mats.
Yoga mats.
Maybe.
Yes.
Anyways, if you go experience it, let us know because we probably won't.
Because I ain't working out on a Disney vacation.
All right. What else can we talk about with Pixar Place? Yeah, like I said, I think the prices are probably going to start creeping up.
Did you have a menu pulled up for?
Oh, Great Maple.
Oh, hey, breaking news in the middle of this recording.
That's so nice of them to do that. I think they wait.
This is not Disney breaking news.
Oh, darn
This
it.
is Asher breaking news.
All right,
But maybe
go.
people care. He tried out for the school play, Romeo and Juliet. He was hoping to get Romeo, and he got Romeo.
Good for him. Exciting.
Yay.
It's awesome. Okay, so back to Great Maple. Do you want a menu for Great Maple?
Yeah, give me some menu items.
So it is actually opening in November. This November. So it'll be open.
When in November, do we know?
I thought I heard that the bar and the restaurant would be open the 10th, like in time for holiday time. But
It's as if the universe is telling us something.
let me tell you what's on the menu. Cajun shrimp and cheddar biscuit Benedict, soda pop braised
You can't eat that.
baby back ribs, no. Charred cauliflower hummus, maple pecan crusted salmon, market fish, a variety of inspired salads, and buttermilk fried chicken and maple bacon donuts, which I think is what they're known for, is their chicken and donuts, maple themed.
Okay, so fun fact about me. I hate maple. I do not like maple. I don't like maple bars. Maple syrup, the only maple syrup I like is like
The sugar
Yes,
that's not actually
correct,
maple.
Correct.
It's just maple flavoring.
Yes. I don't like. I grew up in the Northeast, and they have like maple candy. Blech.
Yeah.
No. No, thank you. I don't love maple.
Got it.
I don't think this is the place for me, is what I'm trying to say.
So the thing that I'm kind of confused about is if they've been reimagining these rooms, like they're not going to reimagine all the rooms on January 29th. So surely people have stayed in updated Pixar themed rooms up to this point, right?
I would think.
Or are they keeping half of the rooms shut down at a time?
Maybe. And then they're opening half of it and then finishing the other half.
Maybe. But so at the rooms, the concept art is really cute. They've got the Pixar ball lighting resembling the Pixar lamp, which his name is Luxo.
Why would they say the
I don't
Pixar
know.
lamp? That's weird.
Pixar artwork on the walls and headboards with concept art from Pixar features like The Incredibles, Toy Story 3, and more. And some of the art was created by Pixar Animation Studios specifically for the hotel. So it's original art for the hotel. So that's
fun.
kind of cool. Yeah,
I kind of
like
want
that.
to stay there. It's never ever been on my radar, but I kind of want to go give it a try.
I love it. I love, I'm going to show Aaron a picture. It's really funny. I love the Rex sitting on that couch. It looks very realistic. And
He looks very scary. He
Yes,
scared me.
yes.
Good job, Rex. He scared me.
Rawr. Okay, I think that's it for Pixar Place. So
We should check it out.
maybe.
We should. People always go before they open to try it out.
I know.
Who do we talk to?
Can we get invited? We have some ideas for you, Disney. So, can you just
Invite
have
us to a cocktail hour
Yeah.
so we can.
We'd like to hash some things out with you. Please and thank you. Kids ticket deal released last Tuesday, right? The
Yes,
24th.
the 24th.
And coincidentally, prices went up.
On
so
packages.
yeah, so the old ticket prices were still included in the packages until last Tuesday. So
And the 23rd was the last day. So if you haven't heard yet, we've talked about it a couple of times, but really quick reminder, January 8th through March 10th of next year, you can take your kid to Disneyland for $50 per day, up to 3 days.
kids ages 3 through 9.
Yes.
So 10 and up is still an adult ticket.
And 2 and under is still free.
Right.
And the tickets are available to purchase now. They are available in packages.
Yes. If you want to do it in a package, reach out to your favorite travel planner and they can help you get it added to your package.
Yeah, totally. And, I've seen people are so cynical and it makes me laugh. And I think I mentioned this in one of the other episodes, but when you read the promotion online, it says starting at $50 per day. That is only to say that a base ticket, one park per day, is $50 per day for kids. If you want to add Genie Plus, it's going to make the ticket more expensive.
Right. Or park hopper.
Or a park hopper. So $50 a day, you can take your kid to Disneyland, ages 3 to 9, January 8th to March 10th for $50
right.
for the day.
On any day.
On any day. There are no blackouts. But we don't know, I don't think, how long are these tickets going to be for sale? Because I don't know, are they just going to be for sale through the promotion or will it end abruptly? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Usually when they do deals like this, like a Southern California resident deal,
It continues through the promotion.
Yeah, it's through whenever they're going to expire. So
Yeah. It's a good deal,
I would
though.
guess that stays up. And that's a slower time of year for Disney. So
Yeah.
even if they had a limited amount, I wouldn't think that they'd sell out of them.
No, and it's
So.
a really good deal. And do you know how much, in fact, I was talking to my boss about this the other day because he's got 3-year-old twins and I'm really trying hard to get him to book a trip to Disneyland. And his wife is also trying to get him to book a trip to Disneyland.
Tag team.
But I mean, let's look at just a 3-day ticket. You can take your kid for $150. A 3-day ticket for children normally,
Probably closer to $400, right? Because usually a kid's ticket is only like $5 or $10 less than an adult ticket, which is not that huge a savings.
$365 for a kid's ticket normally, and you can get it for $150. That's less than half.
Yeah.
It's a killer deal.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
So if you were thinking about going in the spring or anytime January through March, do it.
Do it. I am sad that I don't have kids that age anymore.
I know. We've been paying adult prices for a while.
I know. Kind of sucks.
Yes.
That's why we don't take our kids.
All right. Well, let's hop over to the Disneyland Hotel because the lounge that's open there, we hadn't really looked at the menu until now, but
It's pricey.
It's pricey, but it's got some yummy stuff on it.
Yeah, there's truffle fries, which I'm a sucker for anything truffle.
No,
Occasionally,
I love truffle fries.
I do too. I don't like maple, but I like truffle. What else did they have there?
Charcuterie pizza,
Charcuterie pizza,
turkey club, a couple different
all
salads
of these
and sandwiches.
things are $20+.
And then the steak frites was the most expensive thing on the menu, right? 40
Steak
something.
frites was 40 something, and then there is a molten chocolate cake with a hidden Mickey.
I think it sounds fun. I would love to try it out.
Oh, and listen to this. This is just a article that was written by somebody who visited, and they said, as we chatted, performers came out, a jazz singer and a pianist who fit the upscale vibe very nicely. So upscale vibe.
Cool.
But it was Disneyland after all, and it made perfect sense that Minnie Mouse, Chip and Dale, Pluto, and Goofy all walked by every few minutes on their way to Goofy's kitchen from backstage. So you still might see some characters there. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. And I mean, I kind of got the impression that it was based on Soul a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that makes sense that
Which
they would have
Soul's
some
a
jazz
great
stuff.
movie.
I love Soul. Soul's so good.
I should
That's
watch that
one of
again.
my favorite parts of World of Color 1. The Soul section.
Is that The Quiet Coyote? Am I thinking of something else?
I don't know.
Is that where he goes, they're all little bubbles? What other movie would it be?
Are you talking about the little spirits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Soul, right?
Yeah. Did they say that like when they're in the classroom learning about?
Yeah. When he gets up there and there's like the head leader who's assigning everybody to it. Which, when they're trying to teach the baby.
Coyote.
Yeah, Quiet Coyote.
I don't remember that. That's funny.
Okay.
This will be some fun editing this week.
I say leave it all in.
Leave it in.
I know marginally more about Pixar than I do about Star Wars.
Right. That's okay. It's all good.
It is all good.
I mean, there's limited room in our brains for any information like this.
Oh my gosh.
right?
And the older I get, the more limited that room is.
Yes. I can remember song lyrics from about every song I've ever listened to.
Do you know what I listened to the other day? And it came back to me like that? the Growing Pains theme song.
Oh, absolutely.
No, every single word.
And
knew it.
every inflection.
The ooh. I knew every single word. If you know it, sing along. Just kidding.
Oh, that's so funny. Throwbacks. Okay. Guess what, guys? Treehouse Watch 2023 is officially over.
Maybe. It's not. I'm not putting anything on it.
You're not sold.
Done.
Okay.
No.
Well, tentative opening date, I guess, in Erin's mind, is November 10th for
November
the
10th.
Treehouse.
The same day as the holiday start.
Yes.
That's the same day that Festival of Holidays is going to start. Katie's favorite parade.
My favorite parade, the Christmas Fantasy. Is that what it's called? The parade. And then what's the fireworks show called?
I just looked at it this morning too. Shoot, because I really, I'm trying to talk Katie into going down during the Christmas season.
She's trying real hard.
How's it going? How is my talking you into it going?
I haven't had time to think about it yet.
Gosh dang it.
So frustrating.
And there's a...
Okay, let's sing Growing Pains instead.
What are those 3 dots called?
An ellipses?
Ellipses. I wasn't sure if that was right. I was going to say ellipses, but okay. There's ellipses in it.
Welcome to the Mid-40s podcast, where our brains are in decline.
Believe. In holiday magic.
I love it. We're there. We made it.
Oh my gosh.
So that starts on the 10th. And the Christmas decorations are like up, guys. Like they'll probably put the tree up overnight on November 9th.
They might put it up tonight.
Well, they might put it up tonight. But, otherwise, like Winky Blinky will be gone as of probably Wednesday. They'll take him down October 31st at midnight.
Yes.
And the castle is already pretty icicled out.
The castle is snowy. There's icicles. Toontown has a lot of Christmas trees and lights set up.
I noticed there's some Christmas bunting up along Main Street already. So they're doing it more obviously than they used to. It used to be a lot more subtle, but I think that is a staffing issue, to be honest.
Probably.
Like I think they were able to just do it all in one night before because they had enough people to do that, and now it's got to be more gradual.
That's probably true. Do you know that I have... here's me talking you into it some more. Guys, send her some messages, first of all. Help me out. Be on my team. I haven't been during Christmas since 2015.
Okay.
It's been 8 years. And if you'll remember...
You're the lady on Titanic. It's been 82 years.
That's how it feels. If you'll remember, I wasn't even there for the holidays. The last day of our trip was the first day of the holiday season. So we got like one day and then we were out. Got it.
Well, we're not going to talk it out on the podcast. It'll have to be behind the scenes. Okay, well, holidays...
I'm just going to give you the face.
Okay, all right. Holiday time is coming, is the bottom line.
So excited.
Yes, I love holiday time.
I was wondering this the other day, do they do the same things at Walt Disney World? Like, do they icicle the castle at Walt Disney World?
I don't know the answer to that. I wonder if it's more of a projections thing.
It might be.
World.
Speaking of projections, was that it for Christmas?
I think so.
Okay, so speaking of projections... Space Mountain reopened this last week.
And she's pretty.
She had a glow up.
Yes.
So it reminds me, Katie and I were talking before we hit record, it reminds me quite a bit of when they did the 50th anniversary Beacons of Magic at Walt Disney World. If you were paying attention at all to that, the castle, the Tower of Terror, the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom, and Spaceship Earth at Epcot all had like gem-colored neon projections. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Beacons of Magic. But I feel like Space Mountain looks very similar to that.
It's really pretty. I love the aesthetic. It's really, really pretty.
And they freshened some of the stuff up inside. I did watch a ride through last night, and they also have added some new the projections inside the actual ride feel brighter to me. And there's also kind of some galaxy projections now that I don't think were there before.
Cool. So you're not just in the dark the whole time?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which might help people who have motion sickness.
Maybe.
Because I'm always trying to keep my bearings in that ride.
Something to focus on.
Right.
Cool.
So anyway, she got a little bit of a glow up and she looks really pretty outside.
And the upstairs queue got a little repaint, rezhuzh too.
Got some new lighting. So yay.
Yeah. Nobody knew why they shut it down. No, so it was kind of fun. That was kind of a fun surprise.
It is. And I always think I'm super disappointed when they close things down for a long time and then they open it and you're like, why?
What
did they
was
do?
that for, right?
Yeah.
They painted the L on that sign. Good job.
Yep. And maybe I'm sure that's why Disneyland still looks fresh and new, right?
That is very true.
But it's kind of fun to see these things that you can see.
Yeah, this was a dramatic difference for sure.
Yep.
Yes. And it gives me hope that maybe there is something in store for the rest of Tomorrowland if they're working that hard on Space Mountain looking pretty. Maybe
Well,
there's...
Space Mountain is such a huge e-chick attraction.
Yeah.
Like, it's so popular and it's such a focal point at at Disneyland that they need to. And they need to make the rest of it worthy.
And it's kind of fun because it's tucked back in there in Tomorrowland. This makes it a little more... stand out a little bit more. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's cute.
Like I said, it gives me a little hope that maybe Tomorrowland's got something in store for it.
I shared a picture of it last night on our Instagram, which will bring me to my next little topic I want to talk about real quick. I shared a picture of it from the Mattercam, which is the Howard Johnson's camera that they have on top of the building. It's a 24-hour live stream of an overview, bird's eye view of the Disneyland Resort.
So if you need a little Disneyland fix, that's a fun place to go.
It is fun. And if you turn the sound on, you can often hear the train bell
And the
or
monorail.
the monorail honking. You can hear some of the noises, which is kind of fun. But what I was going to say is it was windy last night. Super, super windy. The Santa Ana winds are a thing that happen at Disneyland, especially this time of year. And just keep that in mind. They're going to cancel fireworks if there's ever any wind up high.
Well, and sometimes, you can't even tell that it's windy down below, but it's windy up high. So.
Right. And so just keep that in mind. Prepare yourself for the idea that fireworks are canceled pretty regularly at Disneyland.
Right.
If you haven't been before, it sits right in the middle of a city, and they've got to be careful of the surrounding structures.
Yes. I am trying to remember, does Believe in Holiday Magic have a projection show that they can put in place of the fireworks? Do you know?
First of all, congrats on remembering what it was called.
Yes.
I'm
thank you very
impressed.
much.
You're welcome.
Believe ... in Holiday Magic.
You keep talking about whatever your next thing was, and I will look at the entertainment schedule to see.
Okay. There were a couple of things that I was going to mention last week in my trip recap that I didn't get to. One of them was that I had some significant Magic Band issues on our last day at the parks. In that, like, my Magic Band completely disconnected from my app and disappeared from my app. The rest of my family was still fine and connected, but mine went away, and I didn't notice it until I went in to scan for a Lightning Lane, which was inconvenient because I had my phone put away and wasn't ready to, pull my phone out to scan. So it took me a minute, and everybody else had gone ahead of me.
And this is exactly what we talked about last week about how you make a bottleneck, and it's such a pain in the butt for everybody around you. Okay, can we pause?
Yes, I can go back.
Do they have fireworks every night during Christmas?
I don't know. I think we've talked about this before, and I can't remember what the conclusion we came to.
My conclusion is yes. I'm looking at Wednesdays throughout Christmas, throughout after the 10th. So like Wednesday, November 15th.
And it looks like they've got them.
Believe in Holiday Magic Fireworks Spectacular is at 9:30. And then I bumped up to the 29th of November, and same thing.
Yeah, I would say that's a safe bet then, because
they're doing fireworks every night.
Yeah, because that's not even Thanksgiving week, those dates that you pulled up.
Correct.
So, yeah.
So no.
Count on the fireworks, but
if it's windy, no fireworks.
If it's windy, unless maybe they would do Mickey's Mix Magic in place of it.
I don't know.
Because I feel like they've always...
Remember, I haven't been since 2015, and it was only for one day.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like in general when they can't do the fireworks.
So Mickey's Mix Magic is what's going to be going next week.
Right.
For the little interim. Right. So maybe. I would bet that's probably what they do is Mickey's Mix Magic.
Yeah, because I think they like to have at least something to placate the crowd that has lined up for the fireworks. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know if that's Mickey's Mix Magic is super cute, but it's not really a fireworks replacement. Not a holiday fireworks
for sure
replacement.
Not Christmas.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Sorry. Back to Lightning
That's
Lane.
okay. My Magic Band issues. So, and I never did get it to connect via Bluetooth again. So just be aware, like there can be some technical difficulties with Magic Bands. Like we said, they're not necessary. They are really convenient when they work.
That sucks, though. So they worked great the first day.
Yes.
And then the rest of the time.
Yes. And the benefit of having it connected via Bluetooth is you can tell what the battery life is on it, right? So if it's not connecting, then you don't know how much battery life is left, if it's even working. I got it to scan fine the rest of the day once I did get it re-added to my app, but...
That's annoying.
Anyway, yeah.
They're too expensive to have that many.
Be aware. And then something that we tested out that I wasn't sure the answer to until we were there, when you modify a Lightning Lane, which I'm so glad that they added that feature to be able to modify Lightning Lanes. Before, when they introduced Genie Plus, you had to cancel your Lightning Lane to book a new one. Now you can modify. You can modify to a different time with your same ride, or you can modify to a different ride. You cannot modify between parks. I did discover that. So if you're at California Adventure and you have a California Adventure ride picked, you have to modify to another California Adventure ride. You can't modify to a Disneyland ride.
You'd have to cancel and start over to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
But the nice thing when you modify is that it does not reset your 2-hour window for booking a new Lightning Lane. So if, for instance, you've booked Soarin' for noon at 10 a.m., you booked it at 10 a.m. for noon. At 10:30, you're like, maybe we don't really want to ride Soarin'. We want to try for something else. And you modify to Toy Story Midway Mania at 1. You still can go back in at noon. Yes, at noon, you're still eligible to pull a new Lightning Lane. So that's really nice.
That is good to know. And I know that question comes up a lot on forums.
Yeah. And then really quickly, let's talk about individual Lightning Lane fees while we're on the Lightning Lane.
Yes.
Rise the Resistance hit a new high this last weekend. On Friday, it was $28. Today,
however, today it's still $28.
Today's $28.
It's been closed down a big chunk of this weekend. Which
people keep losing their hats.
I don't know. I heard that yesterday, Sunday, and I don't know if this is true, but I saw it in several different places. It didn't open.
Interesting. Period. All day. Crazy.
And so I don't know what's going on with it. And then Radiator Springs Racers is remaining pretty consistent at 21.
Yeah, which is the highest we've ever seen it.
I'm curious to see what happens after Thanksgiving is over. Because
like starting in December when it's a little bit quieter.
Sorry, not Thanksgiving. Halloween. I'm waiting to see. I'm curious to see what happens on Wednesday. When hopefully Halloween crowds have cleared, because I think people are trying to get their last minute trips in for Halloween.
Well, and Wednesday and Thursday probably will be super quiet, and then Friday is going to be a madhouse again.
Anyway, and then my last thing that I want to throw out there is there's a pretty hot and heavy rumor that's taking hold everywhere I've looked that the Tale of the Lion King will close after the holiday season. So holiday season ends January 7th. Everywhere I'm reading that Tale of the Lion King will end that same day.
Interesting. So I hope they have something planned to go in its place eventually, or maybe they'll bring it back in the summer.
I read permanently, but I don't know. According to something I saw was according to some of the cast members that perform in it.
I wonder if it just hasn't been that popular.
It's pretty busy every time I'm there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Do we have people staring at us through the door?
A little bit.
Okay. We are at the end of our recording studio time. Yes. So let's end it.
Let's end it. So
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, this is your weekly reminder to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Ropedrop.Parkhop. And our fun discussion group on Facebook is called Rope Dropping and Park Hopping. You can request to join that.
Yes. And then, of course, like we've asked 1,000 times this week, leave us a rating and review. It's super helpful for us. Share us with your friends. And if we can help you book a trip, let us know.
All the things. And we have a Patreon. If you haven't heard, if you haven't been here for the last few weeks, we have a Patreon.
Yes.
And it's really fun. And we've had a lot of fun building it up and figuring out what we're doing with it. So come check it out if you'd like to.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.